They say age is just a number, but for some, it's a testament to a life lived in full volume. These aren't just names in a history book. They're living legends, still making magic.
If folks they sit their lives together, shoot. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing
At the
there.
Newport Folk Festival in July 1965, Bob Dylan sparked one of the biggest controversies in music history. Up to that point, he was the face of the folk revival, a troubadour of social justice. When he stepped onto the stage, he wasn't holding his familiar acoustic guitar, but a gleaming electric one, backed by a full rock band. The roar of the electric guitar shocked the crowd, with some folk purists screaming, "Judas!" and booing him off the stage. This defiant act would forever change the landscape of rock and folk.
Early one morning, the sun was shining. She was lying in bed.
Despite the hostile reaction, Dylan stood his ground, defying the expectations of his loyal fan base to pursue his own artistic vision. His refusal to be confined by genre or public opinion cemented his legacy as a true innovator, a creative force that was eventually recognized when he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016. His prolific output and ability to reinvent himself have made him one of the most influential artists of all time. Now at 84, he continues his never-ending tour, still an enigmatic and vital presence. While his voice may have changed over the decades, his lyrical genius and restless spirit remain intact, proving that he is as relevant today as he was 60 years ago. After the acrimonious breakup of the Beatles, Paul McCartney went through one of the most difficult periods of his life. The public animosity and bitter legal battle with his former bandmates left him feeling isolated and lost. He retreated to his farm in Scotland, where he fell into a deep depression. It was there, alone with his family, that he began to record his debut solo album, McCartney. This album was more than songs. It was a vital act of self-expression, helping him process grief and prove he could stand alone. McCartney built a brilliant solo career, forming his band Wings and scoring a string of massive hits like Band on the Run and Live and Let Die. His melodic genius and innovative bass playing continued to influence generations of musicians. He is credited as the most successful songwriter in music history, with 32 songs reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
Baby, I'm amazed at the way you're with me all the time.
Now, at 83, McCartney shows no signs of slowing down. He is one of the busiest and most beloved performers in the world, regularly selling out stadiums on his global tours. His voice and energy remain remarkable, and his passion for music is as infectious as ever. Born in 1943, Mick Jagger isn't just a musician. He is the very embodiment of rock and roll. The quintessential frontman, he exploded onto the scene in the 1960s with his childhood friend, Keith Richards, co-founding the Rolling Stones. Their raw, blues-infused sound was a perfect contrast to the polished pop of the Beatles, and Jagger's wild, androgynous stage persona became the band's signature. Jagger's energy has fueled hits like Gimme Shelter and Start Me Up that defined an era. Beyond the Stones, he has pursued a solo career and dabbled in acting, always pushing creative boundaries. His legendary rivalry and enduring partnership with Richards have been a constant thread, a driving force behind the band's longevity.
You can hear it in your lover's side. Hold it right there at the palm of your hand.
Now at 82, Sir Mick continues to defy age. still commanding stadiums with his iconic dance moves and tireless performance. He has outlasted trends and generations, a living testament to the power of rock music. His story isn't just one of survival. It's a restless, flamboyant pursuit of a sound and a style that have made him an immortal figure in popular culture, forever rolling.
Redemption. Don't want to end up a cartoon in a cartoon graveyard.
Paul Simon, born in 1941, isn't just a singer-songwriter. He's a living legend whose career has spanned over 6 decades. His story begins in Queens, New York, where he and his childhood friend, Art Garfunkel, formed one of the most iconic duos in music history. Simon and Garfunkel became the voice of a generation with their blend of folk, rock, and poetic lyrics, creating timeless classics like The Sound of Silence and Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Maybe it's the third world, maybe it's just first time around. Doesn't speak language, sound, cattle in the marketplace.
After their legendary split, Simon embarked on a solo career that was equally, if not more, groundbreaking. His 1986 album, Graceland, was a creative triumph. He courageously traveled to South Africa to collaborate with local musicians, defying a cultural boycott to produce a joyous, globally inspired masterpiece. This album not only brought South African sounds to a mainstream audience, but also earned him critical acclaim and a Grammy for Album of the Year.
I can call you Betty, Betty, when you call me, you can call me
Now
out.
in his 80s, Simon continues to create. While he announced his retirement from touring in 2018, he still releases new music, his latest being the experimental 7 Psalms in 2023. His journey is a testament to artistic evolution, a quiet boy from New York who became a global musical innovator, forever shaping the landscape of folk and world music.
I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me, call me. Na 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 na.
With a smile, no obligation. She
In the late
says,
60s, as the legendary band The Yardbirds was dissolving, Jimmy Page had a bold vision to create a band that would redefine the very sound of rock music. From that vision, Led Zeppelin was born, and the music world was never the same. Serving as the band's maestro, producer, and creative soul, Page forged a ferocious sound, blending blues, folk, and heavy guitar riffs to create an entirely new genre.
I know it must be a dream.
Page was more than just a guitarist. He was a sonic architect with his trusty Gibson Les Paul, using a violin bow to create haunting textures and crafting classic solos that became a part of rock's DNA. From the explosive opening of Whole Lotta Love to the soaring majesty of Stairway to Heaven, every note he played was a statement. He was a trailblazer who paved the way for heavy rock and metal, and his influence echoes to this day. Now at 81, Jimmy Page remains a living legend. While he no longer performs widely, his musical legacy reverberates in every rock riff. From the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to the generations of artists he's inspired, Page is an undeniable icon, an artist who didn't just play music, but created a genre.
Giving it all away. I paid all my dues, so I picked up my shoes, got up and walked away.
Roger Daltrey, born in 1944, is much more than the lead singer of The Who. He's a true force of nature on stage. With his powerful, visceral voice and captivating presence, he helped define one of the greatest rock bands in history.
Well, I know better now.
From the explosive fury of My Generation to the complex narratives of rock operas like Tommy, Daltrey channeled an explosive, passionate energy. He became famous for his mastery of the stage, his signature microphone twirling, and a compelling swagger that mesmerized audiences worldwide.
And now it's out of my hands, stand on my head and say.
Beyond The Who, Daltrey has pursued a successful solo career, collaborated with various artists, and even delved into acting. His singular power, however, remains at the front of The Who, a dynamic duo with Pete Townshend that is both fierce and deeply emotional.
I know better now, giving it all away.
Now at 81, Daltrey remains an unshakable rock icon. He continues to perform with The Who, channeling the same passion and vocal strength he had in the band's early days. His endurance is a testament to his love for music and rock and roll, proving that he is not just a performer, but a living legend.
I was just a boy. Oh, I was just a boy. Ooh, well, I know better now. I know better now. Giving it all away.
Freedom, how can such a thing be bad? Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing?
Graham Nash, born in 1942, is a true architect of folk rock. His story begins with the Hollies, a cornerstone of the British invasion, where he penned melodic hits like On a Carousel. His destiny shifted when he met David Crosby and Stephen Stills, prompting a brave move to California and the formation of the iconic supergroup Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
We can change the world, yes we can.
Nash's gift for vocal harmony and poignant songwriting was the magical ingredient that defined their sound. His songs, including anthems like Our House and Teach Your Children, blended a gentle folk sensibility with sharp political commentary, becoming the voice of a generation. Now in his 80s, Nash remains a passionately active artist. He continues to tour, his voice is clear and emotive as ever, while also dedicating his time to photography and activism for peace and environmentalism. From a British pop star to a California counterculture icon, his journey is a testament to the power of collaboration and the enduring spirit of artistic and social change.
The phone on my head right down to my shoes.
Buddy Guy, born in Louisiana in 1936, isn't just a bluesman. He's the living, breathing soul of the blues. His story is a fiery journey from the rural South to the heart of Chicago's electric blues scene in the 1950s. With a guitar that seemed to cry, wail, and scream, Guy developed a visceral style that was both profoundly traditional and wildly innovative. His work with Chess Records defined the Chicago sound, pushing the boundaries of what a blues guitar could do.
Baby came to the door and said, "Granddaddy, you know ain't nobody at home."
But his greatest legacy might be the one he passed on. As a true master of the instrument, Buddy Guy became a foundational influence on rock giants. Legends like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, and Stevie Ray Vaughan all point to him as a primary source of inspiration, his raw emotion and showmanship forever embedded in their sound. After a period of relative obscurity, he experienced a powerful resurgence with his 1991 album, Damn Right, I've Got the Blues, reintroducing him to a new generation. Now at 89, Buddy Guy remains an unstoppable force. He still commands the stage with his iconic presence, a guardian of the blues tradition. His Chicago club, Legends, stands as a testament to a career dedicated to keeping the music alive, a living legend who embodies the fiery heart of the blues.
My head right to my shoe.
I believe in magic of every kind. I saw those.
Grace Slick, born in 1939, is the quintessential voice of the psychedelic era. She wasn't just a singer, she was a fiery, unapologetic icon who embodied the rebellious spirit of the 1960s counterculture.
I saw the mountains crumble.
Her story truly began when she joined Jefferson Airplane in 1966. With her powerful, soaring voice, she brought with her two songs that would become anthems for a generation, White Rabbit and Somebody to Love. These tracks, with their hypnotic rhythms and poetic drug-influenced lyrics, cemented her as a rock legend and the band as a force. Her commanding stage presence and striking visual style made her a rare and captivating female frontwoman.
Oh, I believe in man.
As the music landscape shifted, so did her career. She transitioned with the band to become Jefferson Starship, scoring more hits, and later as simply Starship, with her vocals always a core element. Retiring from the music scene in the 1990s, Slick turned her creative energy to visual art. She now focuses on painting, with her work often reflecting her musical past, including portraits of her contemporaries. At 85, Grace Slick is a testament to an artist who continues to evolve, trading the roar of the stage for the quiet creativity of the canvas, forever a symbol of rock and roll rebellion.
I said I live in dreams. I believe in dreams.
I can't see anyone, but are the stars out tonight?
Art Garfunkel, born in 1941, is a musical architect whose voice is as iconic as it is ethereal. As one half of the legendary duo, Simon and Garfunkel, he was a master of harmony, his pristine tenor weaving a haunting golden thread through some of folk rock's most enduring anthems. Alongside Paul Simon, he helped define a generation with iconic songs like The Sound of Silence and the majestic Grammy-winning Bridge Over Troubled Water. Following the duo's split, Garfunkel embarked on a successful solo career. His pure vocals found new life in hits like All I Know and the haunting Bright Eyes from the film Watership Down. He also explored acting, showcasing a different side of his artistic personality in films like Carnal Knowledge.
I don't know if it's cloudy or bright.
Despite a career of his own, the magic of his partnership with Simon never truly faded. Their occasional monumental reunions have drawn huge crowds, proving the timeless power of their collaboration. Now 83, Garfunkel's voice remains a cherished and singular instrument in music history, a sound that can transport listeners back to a simpler, more poetic time, forever a vital part of the folk rock narrative.
The moon may be high, 'cause I only have eyes. Used to feel we could sail away. Used to think that life was sweet. Used to think we were so complete.
Cliff Richard, born in 1940, isn't just a pop star. He's a British institution and a testament to enduring fame. His journey began in the late 1950s when he emerged as the UK's answer to Elvis Presley, bringing a rebellious rock and roll swagger with his band, The Shadows. He stormed the charts with early hits like Move It, establishing himself as a foundational figure in British rock history. But Cliff Richard's true genius was his adaptability. As the music scene evolved, he smoothly transitioned from a rock idol into a wholesome pop crooner and a versatile entertainer. This incredible flexibility allowed him to achieve a longevity rarely seen in the industry, scoring chart-topping hits across an astonishing 6 consecutive decades, from the 1950s to the 2000s.
Now it comes to letting go. You are the only one.
His career, spanning over 6 decades, is a record-breaking saga of #1 singles, sold-out tours, and a massive, dedicated global fan base. He has sold over 250 million records worldwide, cementing his status as one of the best-selling artists of all time. At 84, Cliff Richard remains a beloved public figure and a living legend, his story a testament to the power of a performer who can charm, reinvent, and endure.
It's so funny why we don't talk anymore. Asking a fool like she ever knew. Is out with other guys, here's the moral and the story from the guy who
Dion DiMucci, known simply as Dion, isn't just a singer. He's a street corner poet with a voice that defined the early days of rock and roll. His story began on the streets of the Bronx, where he found fame as the charismatic leader of Dion and the Belmonts, crafting doo-wop anthems like A Teenager in Love. Their harmonies became the soundtrack for a generation of young romantics.
I keep away from a runaround to a plate
But Dion's true rebellious spirit emerged with his solo career. He became a rock and roll icon, unleashing timeless hits like the swaggering The Wanderer and the infectious Runaround Sue. His distinct blend of rock, pop, and blues made him one of the most recognizable voices of his era. But personal battles with addiction briefly threatened his legacy.
She ever knew does it ever get away from a runaround.
In a powerful act of artistic and personal resurrection, he re-emerged in the late 1960s with a more introspective, folk-driven sound, finding success again with the reflective ballad Abraham, Martin, and John. He later rediscovered his roots in the blues, a genre that became his passion and a canvas for his enduring talent. Now at 85, Dion is a celebrated bluesman, revered for his raw, soulful work. His journey is a testament to resilience, a musical legend who has not only survived but thrived, proving that the heart of rock and roll can be found in the deepest chords of the blues. Their stories are a powerful reminder that passion and talent know no age. But now we want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments.